Hello, everybody. We are the Geeks and Degenerates, and I have a question for all of you folks. Folks, do you like dinosaurs?
Not
Uh,
just for the kids this time.
Not just for the kids. Nope, nope. Well, you're lucky today because that's exactly what we're talking about, even though the movie doesn't really talk about them. Yes, we are talking about Jurassic World Dominion. Finally! Sorry for the delay. Since we're just a starter YouTuber, people, we don't get to
We
see all the movies. We don't have that much.
yeah.
Yeah,
We tend to choose our movies wisely,
yeah.
and we kind of like had a feeling like this one might not do as well. Again, hi, I'm John. If my voice is a little bit weird again, I am a tad bit sick. So let's go on.
Yeah. Quick question first. Before seeing the movie, were you excited? I'm asking you because I know there are elements that got you excited.
Yeah. Like seeing the trailer a little bit, I was like, oh, that looks fun. That looks okay. But then like just like a tick at the back of my head. It was like, "Are you excited for this?" I was like,
Same actually.
"No."
Like
Yeah,
even seeing Dr. Grant and Ellie Sattler, I'm like, oh, cool. I could just watch the first movie up
yeah,
to number 3 and stop
exa-
there.
exactly. Like if you just want your Alan Grant fix, that's it.
But honestly, as a dino nerd, if you are such a dino nerd, you'll be excited by all the variety of dinosaurs. And like, if you don't care about the
Oh,
plot, you'll like this.
yeah, okay. There's the thing I wanted to like talk about is that sure, plot's not that great, but the diversity of dinosaurs you see from the classics to a couple of new ones, I was like, wow,
And like,
okay,
non-dinosaur dinosaurs, you're like, ah, that's new.
yeah.
Yeah.
Not like genetically enhanced Indominus Rex bullshit. No,
Like, things predating the dinosaurs. You're like, alright. But like,
right? Like sometimes the first dinosaur, like you
yeah.
see that here. So I was like, oh, look at that thing. It's
But
ugly.
before moving forward with the plot, we should say, if you like this movie, good for you. Like, I sincerely mean it. Like, I'm glad that you can find something that you enjoy, and I'm, jealous of you.
I would say if you like this movie, I get it.
Yeah.
Like legit, if you're a kid and this is your first dinosaur movie, I get it.
Yeah. Or
Um,
not even just a kid. Like, if you're just here to watch dinosaurs and watch some action, then this is it.
yeah, but if you're some like mid 20s movie critics, somewhat the world is kind of destroyed for you.
I mean, not saying that we're critics, but like, we've just seen enough movies to know what we like.
Motherfucker, we have like over 100 videos critiquing their movies, so shut the hell up.
We never claim to be, experts, but yeah.
No, we're not experts, but
Yeah, well, anyway, you like what you like, and let anyone tell you otherwise.
yeah.
But as for us, we move forward the plot, and we find out that people are pretty used to living with dinosaurs, surprisingly enough.
Yeah, enough that a mother would like film her little girl running away from Compsognathus,
Yeah.
whatever's. Like this little girl's crying. I mean, just imagine your daughter swimming away from a pack of piranhas and being like, it's all like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, people would do this.
Yeah, we open up with the last season of A Deadliest Catch. Like, I don't think Discovery Channel's gonna make another one. Uh,
Yeah, to be honest, that was kind of cool. And if you notice, like when they kept bringing up new destinations, they would use this font that they used in Jurassic Park 2.
hmm.
Yeah, like, oh, Isla Nublar or Isla Sorna, something like that.
Yeah, and then we get the reveal that Claire and Daniel Pineda and the other guy are rescuing dinosaurs from uh, illegal breeders. Essentially, they're keeping them captive, and that's their job. They're stopping them poaching dinosaurs, essentially, and they rescue this Triceratops.
Right? One of the Triceratops families, because
Yeah.
for sure, some stickler will have like, oh no, it's actually a
something
something,
so.
something, something Saurus.
But
And I'm like, okay.
they're like, we can't keep doing this, and Claire has to go back to her life with Owen and Maisie. And I like how Owen's solution to every dangerous dinosaur, whether it's a raptor or not, is just whoa. Like when he's doing that to the Parasaurolophus, I'm like, that thing doesn't know you.
Right. There's nothing I didn't get with Owen in this movie. Like every time he would run into a dinosaur, it was like that works on Blue, yes, because you guys have a thing. It doesn't work on any other dinosaur.
Right? Like
You're just you're giving them something to bite at. Like you idiot. I'm
that's
sorry.
why I was losing it like in a scene later on, but we'll get to that scene later. And
Yeah, yeah.
obviously Macy's being hunted down because she's a clone, and people are still tracking down Blue because you find out that Blue gave birth on her own. I'm like, how did they do that? I mean,
Well, they kind of hinted it at the first movie.
yeah, frog DNA that some
Uh,
frogs give birth
well,
on their own.
This time it's some kind of lizard. It's not frog anymore.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And like there are still those beautiful shots like the Owen chasing the Parasaurolophus or that lone Apatosaurus in the construction yard. We're like, this is pretty.
Yeah, I'm gonna lie. I like these scenes. I
Yeah.
do like it that some of these animals, or yeah, are finally like kind of melding into humanity.
Yeah,
Like people are kind of just used to seeing that.
yeah,
And it's kind of cool. I like this wonder that they're having. But at the end of the day, this is a kidnapping movie.
yeah. Not just that. If you thought the dinosaurs were the main focus of this movie, they're not. It's actually apocalyptic locusts. You're like, oh,
Okay,
something can-
okay. I'm like, this is very elaborate and out of nowhere, and like, kinda, I don't know. It's kind of far fetched.
Yeah,
It doesn't fit the theme, and it's very cartoony.
yeah, and like Ellie Sattler discovers, like she finds out that the locusts are attacking the crops that have non-Biosyn seeds, and Biosyn is this pharmaceutical company that's very shady, and it's headed by Dodson from the first movie.
And it has a symbol of an umbrella. No, kidding. No, yeah. Is that Dodson?
Yeah, that's the Dodson. We got
We
Dodson.
got Dodson! We got Dodson here! Really, that's Dodson.
Yeah. Like I
Same
looked
actor?
up the wikis. Not the same actor, but like same character.
Oh. I thought he was just a guy who just stole DNA.
I guess thought work. I guess he had other Nedry types.
I guess because he kept the
Barber
shaving cream. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why his end is so like a poetic justice. Like, you meet the same end as your coworker.
I do like that. Okay. I do like that when Prometheus was gorged to death.
Yeah,
I was like, for sure he was.
sure. But yeah, Alice out there has to collect evidence, and that's when we go to Utah and meet Alan Grant. And like, for a few moments there is reverence for the older characters. Like, they get their time in the spotlight, and you find out that Alice Sattler is no longer married, and Grant's like,
You gotta love Alan Grant was the most down bad motherfucker out there. Okay. Colin Trevorrow, how dare you? How dare you tap into my childhood heroes and just bring him back? Like seriously, this man was so relatable because he had like a picture of his of Ellie and him at the first movie. He's like takes it off, and he's like nervous around her. He's like, "Do you want a beer?" And she was like, "At 10 a.m."
yeah.
I was like, "Right."
Though I love Sam Neill, I really do, but at times I could hear his Irish accent coming out. Like, what's happening?
Is he Irish? I thought he was New Zealand.
I think he's Irish, but he lives in New Zealand.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's for that. But yeah, Sam Neill. I love Sam Neill. I love him as an actor. He is my childhood hero. But I can't deny the fact that he is kind of an idiot here.
Yeah, and I hate the fact that most of the legacy characters are just used. They hardly interact with the dinosaurs. They have nothing to do with the dinosaurs. They have something to do
Yeah.
with the locusts.
Okay. No. Sorry. Alan Grant is not that much of an idiot here. Not really. He's like the only person who take from the trio who takes it kind of seriously.
Yeah, he's like almost like the Drax. Like he doesn't understand. He's out of touch. Like when Laura
Yeah.
Dern was like, "Oh, how do you guys get in touch with Ian Malcolm?" And he's like, "Oh, he slid into my DM."
My
He's
DMs.
like, he did what?"
You're what?
Like, you find out later on that you think it's Ian Malcolm who sends for them because he's trying to get them to collect evidence, but later on you find out it's Ramsey who's the whistleblower. But
Yeah. We're getting to the plot
yeah,
twist. Uh, a little too early.
to be fair, this movie is all over the place like us. Uh, but yeah, we're going back to Owen.
So we have no right to judge.
Going back to Owen and Mason. Like, Mason gets kidnapped and Blue's
Beta.
Beta gets kidnapped and Blue's not happy about it and tells Owen, "You have 10 days."
You have 10 days.
I don't know how Owen's like, "Yes, I will protect. Come back and get your."
I'll get your kid.
Yeah.
I don't know either. I'm guessing they're that smart. They're like, you saw that scratch?
Yeah.
It's gonna be worse if you don't bring back my kid, kind of deal.
Like,
I was like,
don't
okay.
know. I don't know why Blue scratches him like that and not just bites him.
No, not gonna lie. Remember that scene where they capture the baby and Blue's like, "Oh fuck, my kid." And the truck comes in, and I was like, I thought that was Owen, and Owen runs it over. I was like, oh my god! I guess there's no camaraderie. Oh wait, it's not Owen.
But yeah, Claire gets in contact with the person CIA who's the guy from the last movie, and he tells them that they're taking her to Malta, and we have a sting operation going on there with
Yeah.
the guy Bishop from X-Men is there. He's the head of the sting operation.
Or that Lupin movie that was pretty like popular in the
Yeah,
mid-pandemic. Yeah.
yeah. And like they go to Malta, and this is where like I thought I signed up for dinosaurs. I didn't sign up for
Actually, no.
Treasure.
No, yeah. This is the odd thing about this movie. It's like Jurassic Park felt like two movies.
Yeah.
Like the kidnapping movie and then the monster movie that happens within like the facility.
Jurassic Park, you mean Jurassic World?
Sorry, I was trying to like revel in a better movie. Uh, but yeah, like whatever happened in like this little park that they have.
Yeah.
But like it is so odd. Yes, you're right. This is like National Treasure kind of feel. Like you know how they dabbled into like science fiction and horror.
Yeah.
It's kind of like how Fast and Furious started out as like a heist movie, and then they start getting into CIA shit. This is what this feels like.
Yeah. It's just like this is so weird, and
It's so odd. There's like this whole black market with dinosaurs now in Malta, and I guess that was kind of cool to see.
Yeah, you're like, oh shit, there's like mini Pachycephalosauruses and like Triceratops was without the horns. You're like, variety.
Not gonna lie, I saw like it's kind of cool because they do use animatronics
Yeah.
a lot here,
Yeah.
and I'm happy with that. I love that. I love it when I see it. Well, every time I see like somebody like in a pose, sitting cool, touching the animatronic dinosaurs, all I'm missing is that jazz group from Star Wars at the corner. like Max Rebo would just be like on the side, just doing his thing. That's what I was expecting with this scene. I was like, what kind of backwoods Star Wars scene are we in? What the fuck is this?
They even had those gnarly looking flying ones from the first one. Like, why does it have a T-Rex head?
I think that's how it is.
Alright.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. No, seriously, it's a real thing. I've seen it in dinosaur books.
Alright.
Yeah.
Mines are just missing those. But yeah.
Or it's either like a baby T-Rex just died in front of a bird. Surprisingly enough, the head like matched the body.
But yeah, that's in the market. We meet Kayla Watts, who we find out later that she already saw Maisie being handed off to Biosyn, but she's like, they're like, you don't belong here. You're a tourist. So
I would say like, what's her name? Kaylee?
Kayla,
Kayla.
yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. Uh, I'm saying this is how you more show than tell. She showed more than tell.
hmm.
And I can see that. Like, she didn't boast about, like, I'm a smuggler from this place and that place. No. She just did her thing.
Yeah. She's
I'll give her that. I like that character. She's not that bad.
she's the only addition of new characters I like. We're like, I like this character.
I mean, Ramsey's kind of cool.
Yeah, Ramsey's cool too, but
But he's not there that much.
you find out there's this badass mercenary type who's trading our
I love it. He has, like, I love it that he has, like, a whole list of dinosaur names. Artrosoraptor? Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, yeah,
Is it a real dinosaur?
yeah, it's a real dinosaur.
Okay. Not gonna lie. These things were ugly.
Yeah, and they were cool. They were like more vicious variants of a velociraptor.
Yeah, they were like beefy. It's like a Velociraptor did P90X.
Yeah, and then she has the laser technology from the second movie that she targets people. But Chris Pratt, Owen chases this one guy for information through the market, and this is the scene I was losing it with because the guy shoots a lock, and out comes a Carnotaurus and an Allosaurus, and Owen's still like, oh, calm down.
Down, Bessie. Dude, there's actually a lot of things in this movie. Sorry, it happens a lot of the times in this movie where the dinosaur's right there for the kill, right there, but it doesn't take it, and it's so odd. It like hangs so long when, if it's just a random character, immediately goes for the neck.
Right?
But if it's a main character, it tends to like savor the moment because it knows it's on camera. I don't know.
Just, no, whoa, Mr. 15-foot tall Carnotaurus, please don't eat me. Like,
Like,
stop
what's
doing it.
this gonna do? and like, yeah, wait, Carnotaurus, and then there'll be like this Allosaurus, and he's like,
Yeah, and he's like,
How's-
before that, he's like, it's a shared bond of a mutual respect. Like, shut the fuck up.
no, I'm okay with that. It's just that if they kept it between him and Blue, he should have like a little bit of a like. Sorry, this movie should have a little bit of an understanding that that's the reason why he could do this, only for that animal.
Yeah.
Not for the like. Look, I can say sit to my dog, but when I look at the lion, I can't be like sit. And you think that it works the same way, or a pack of wolves?
And the guy Owen's trying to interrogate is like essentially crucified because two animals bite his hand, like one plant eater and a meat eater. I'm like, I don't know why the plant eater is eating him.
Dude, like the baby Carnotaurus is just like had like it. And he was deep throating this man's arm. I was like, fuck.
And then the one creature is like, I don't normally eat meat, but fuck it.
I don't know, that thing was just like, I'm just happy to be here.
And then the guy gets eaten because he tells Owen that, oh, she's being handed off to. No, he doesn't tell that. Santos tells that to Claire. But yeah, he's being eaten by baryonyx. And like Owen's like calmly going like, oh, I don't have the information while he's being eaten. Not like, shit, I have to go.
Right? Like this dude. The baryonyx is just eating him on the spot. And he was like, Claire, I know where she is. I was like, you don't want to move first?
Right?
But again, this is such a it's a comedy now. I can't take it seriously. Like this entire scene is that casino scene in Star Wars. Sure, it connected to the plot and it was needed, but like at the same time, I wanted it to end. Like I didn't want this anymore until the Raptors came.
Speaking of which, like Claire apparently is a badass now because she can do hand-to-hand combat.
Okay, that I could see is reasonable because have you seen her like go into those like she snuck into like the farmer places and like stole one. I'm pretty sure she learned a thing or two, and she has to learn a thing or two if she's gonna be in that kind of field.
Yeah, yeah, and she learned from the mercenary type that Macy's with Biosyn, and Claire gets chased by the inconsistent raptors who are not as fast as a human but are faster than a motorcycle. Like they're like the raptors barely catching up to Claire, but when she's on the truck and they're chasing the truck, they're catching up to the truck. Like, what happened to the roof?
Right? I don't know.
And how convenient that Kayla's just like, oh, I met you. I'll drive this truck for you. Why not?
Okay, okay. Now that you mentioned that, yeah, that is so odd.
Right?
For a mercenary type, sorry, a smuggler type, who's in the like seedy underbelly of this dino universe, who's probably has thick skin and probably been through this a lot, finally grows a conscience and just decides, hey, random people, I know you're looking for your daughter.
You show me her
Let-
picture. That's enough.
Yeah, my life is indebted to you. You don't need to pay me anything. I wish they were like the couple from the third movie was more believable than this because they paid Alan Grant.
And then Owen gets chased by the raptors too because they corner the mercenary, and Owen makes his escape, but she points the laser at him. And he's running through Malta, and like you see the Carnotaurus and Allosaurus again. I don't get why the guy in the scooter's not running for his dear life. He just
Did you see where he was positioned? He went between the two large dinosaurs. That man deserved it.
he's like, maybe if I stay still on the scooter, they won't notice me.
No, but did you see? He's like, he was trying to make the scooter go faster. I was like, you idiot, just get off of it!
Like, I didn't realize they were 10 feet tall. Huh.
They're taller than that.
Yeah, they're 50 feet tall and have a shit ton of teeth.
Yeah. So, like, Owen Grady's, like, going through this entire scene.
Then they escape the island by the skin of their teeth to go to Biosyn, and then we go back to...
Oh, yeah, and just leaving the citizens of Malta with a fucking Carnotaurus and Allosaurus running
search
about.
for them. But yeah, Alan Grant...
That was done by them, by the way.
Alan Grant and Ali Sattler get the evidence, and honestly, whenever they hold up the locust, I'm like, please God, make it stop.
Do you love this? Do you love the scene where Alan and Ellie Sadler were trying to meet up with Ian Malcolm?
Yeah.
And as they're going through, they're going through like Dino Google.
Yeah.
Like everybody there is like young, hip, and these are the future of dinosaurs and saving the world.
The Dodson's Steve Jobs type, like, oh, I see what you're trying to get.
I wanted to punch Dodson so much.
Yeah.
Good on the actor. Amazing job. But like, still, like, the entire time he was like, I'm a visionary. It's spazzy. Well, I'll get to a scene later with him, which was so fucking weird. But yeah, like, you see hipsters all around. You see Alan Grant kind of out of touch with today's stuff. Like him going to like a coffee shop. I'm guessing he never went to a coffee shop right after
Jurassic Park 1.
Yeah. Or 3.
Yeah.
Like,
like-
really, you couldn't order just like, oh, just Americano or some shit, or
Does
it's like,
Vita not have cafes or coffee shops?
yeah. But like, as the guy was frothing his like milk,
Yeah.
Ian gives Ellie the key. It's like, oh, the entire conspiracy thing was like real. They have the locust, and there's a lab underneath at L4 something, and that's the only thing that they needed. And as soon as he stops making the milk, immediately he's back to his character. Do you like Ian Malcolm's character here?
I like it.
He's just playing as Jeff Goldblum, to be honest.
I like him. I like it when he's Ian Malcolm. I don't like it the fake face. You're like, why are you doing this? I don't understand. I guess to play the part, yes, but at the same time, we're like, huh.
I miss the Ian Malcolm in the second one.
Yeah, there's the man who at first was like, I am not going back to that island no matter what. Even though
Yeah.
my girlfriend's in that. Like, it took a shit ton of convincing for him to go back, but here it's like, okay, I'll do this. Like, really?
Well, he was kind of like an activist. Like, oh, I gotta prove that these people are doing something bad.
Yeah, yeah. And as for Maisie, you find out that Dr. Wu's doing research on her and Beta because Maisie's mom uh, gave birth without on her own, and unfortunately she had a genetic disorder, but she cleared Maisie out of the genetic order by using experiments, and she's
It's so weird. It's so fucking weird. Doctor Who has a face turn. This man has been the main bad guy of the entire series. This is the guy who started genetic cloning and fucked up in the whole chaos theory. And he's been on the run trying to profit from it, and now he's a good guy because...
And now because the locusts are destroying everything, you feel bad.
Right? Well, I kind of get it. Because, like, seriously, I don't get Dodgson. Dodgson, his entire motivation is like, I gotta make money. We're sitting on a golden goose. Then why are you destroying the planet? There's no use for the golden goose if you can't spend it. And
I don't know.
yeah, say what you will about like, oh, buy like what's the name of this company?
Biosyn.
Biosyn seeds, and it doesn't eat that. Yeah, but like there's like an oopsie with the genetic code, and the locusts are kind of doing its own thing now.
Yeah.
And he's kind of like, oh fuck.
Right. I guess playing with genetics is bad. Like you didn't learn that from '93.
Right? Damn, playing God was kind of like, not that great.
Like, I guess I should have stopped with the Indominus. Oh, man. But
This movie's dumb.
Maisie escapes, so does Beta. And then she ultimately ends up with Alan Grant and Ellie Sattler. I'm like,
Yeah, as they snuck in to get a sample from one of the
Locust.
horribly large locusts.
Yeah.
Her.
You're just like, man, that's gnarly.
No, for me, if Ellie Sattler and I was Alan Grant, and she was like, grab it, I was like, no! No, sorry, the world can burn. Like,
Don't you hear them communicate like, guys, they got me, help me.
right? Even Alan Grant was like,
Like, I have faith in T-Rex.
right,
Don't
right. I would gladly run away from a T-Rex, then hold that thing. I am that serious.
Do you like the will they, won't they between Alan Grant and Ellie Sattler?
No.
Like, I thought we settled this in the first movie. And then we added it in the third movie, like, oh, I guess not.
No, well, at least our questions finally been answered. Like, oh, they will. And like from the first movie, it was like, why didn't they work out because of that weird, stupid decision in the third movie? Like, at least that there's a little bit of closure there, but at the same time, this is kind of forced.
Yeah, you're like,
At least Sadler's kind of a cartoon here. Like, remember when they run into, like, as soon as they got out of the hellhole that was, they immediately went to the tram thing and ran into Ramsey, but they didn't know that Ramsey was in on it.
yeah, like, he said L3? I thought you meant L2. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, yeah, and she was like, oh, this place is such amazing, I'm so turned around. And I was like, this is so odd.
Oh, real quick. Whilst they're approaching Biosyn, I forgot to mention this. Like, I like the fact that Ramsey's like, do you know how strong the electric wires were in Jurassic Park? And Alan just goes, yeah. Because he saw poor Tim get his brains fried.
And he's like, because like, there's this, they never explained ADS.
Yeah.
Like, what keeps the animals from flying out?
I don't know. I really don't know. Like, I rewatched this movie again for this one, and I'm like, yeah, what does keep the big-ass Quetzalcoatlus from, like, I want to go higher?
Right? Okay, look, say what you will. I think it might be like a chip in their brain, like they explained. Not sure.
Yeah, yeah,
But
most of the ship.
it gives them a ceiling that they cannot
Yeah.
and explore.
And then, speaking of the possible Cutlass, we go back to Owen and Bryce Dallas Howard, what's her name again? Claire. And then they're, Kayla's like, can you let us in, Debbie, please? She's like, she knows my name, shit. Sorry, I can't. You don't have the right credentials. And then,
Yeah, and then Dodson goes turn off the ADS
yeah,
so that the birds cannot just attack these
Yeah.
guys. This is the oddest fucking thing.
yeah,
It's because he goes to his assistant and goes turn off the ADS. And he's like, "Sir, are you sure about that?" And he goes like this, "Arr," and then walks away. And I was like,
I guess that means yes.
Colin Trevorrow, do you know how people work? Like, do you know how human interactions work? I'm sorry, him spazzing out, going, "Arr," and then leaving,
Yeah.
and thinking that we would know what that meant. And I was like, is that a yes or a no or a seizure? I don't know. Like, does anybody else find that scene weird?
Did you like the Quetzalcoatl scene? Because I thought it was just short-lived.
It was very short-lived. It
Yeah.
was advertised. Everything that you need to see with the Quetzalcoatl's scene
Was
is
it-
in the trailer.
Yeah, it was cool. To be honest, like, what was that? You hear the whoosh. Like, oh fuck, that is terrifying. But he's like, sorry, I thought you were food.
Yeah, I do like it that, like, early on into this movie, that you do see a Quetzalcoatl like make a nest on top of a building in New York.
Yeah, you're like, by God.
You have a flying giraffe on your company.
You're like, well, I guess you can't do anything about that.
Like, I don't want to do anything about that.
If I don't acknowledge it, it won't acknowledge me. We're good.
Yeah, but if you have to do some electrical shit up there, poor man
Right?
or woman.
Speaking of things that don't make sense, like, they're crashing and Kayla's just like, you can take the ejector sheet. I don't mind. I always wanted to go down in a ball of fire. They're like, why are you so calm about this? They're like, yeah, you can take
Right.
the last
Yeah, this is the oddest thing. Is that, again, mercenary girl, or sorry, smuggler girl, immediately face turn, is like, hey, people I don't know, save yourselves.
Yeah.
Because for some reason I care about you.
Or like, I'm cool with dying. Why not?
Yeah, right?
And when Claire ejects and the pterosaurs attack her, they attack the chute and not the food in the chute. They're like,
Sorry, I would have laughed. I would have died laughing if Owen was like, "You're the only one. Go get her. I love you."
"Whoop."
Whoop! Immediately, Claire's just like, "Wow."
And
I would have laughed. They really didn't think it through. That there will be something out there ready to eat them. I think she would have been safer in the plane as it crashed.
right? But yeah, we go back to Alan Grant and Ellie Sattler, and Ellie Sattler reveals to Maisie that she knew her mom, but Dawson gets the train to stop, and they're in this cave, and you find out they're not alone in this cave. There's a Dimetrodon, that's what they call them.
I really thought it was a Spinosaurus.
Me too, but I'm like, wouldn't that take the entire screen though to stale?
You're right, you're right.
It's either that or they shrunk.
Yeah, because the tram, Dawson knew where they were, and he stops the tram at a specific area where they mined the first amber, and like, so they get the DNA. And inside that compound was these things.
Yeah, I don't know why, if we're trying to mine for dinosaurs, you keep it crowded with Komodo dragons with spines.
Oh no, they don't use that place anymore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it was like an old mining spot where they got the DNA, and then they just left it.
Do you think? I think the scene where they're trying to skip the Dimetrodons. I keep looking at this.
It's okay.
And just in case I was like, actually, they're called. No, shut up. And they're telling Ian like, Ian, please, is a callback to when the raptors are bursting into the computer room and Lex has to do the computer real fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Uh,
that's done as well because it's kind of replayed for last. Because Ian's like, I didn't know there was gonna be a code. Like, really, Ian?
like every time he would like have a smarky quip,
Yeah.
I was like, man, it's not needed. It kind of felt like it kind of felt like how Disney is with Marvel. Like when there's a moment where you just need attention and you need silence, maybe, or you don't need a joke from here to there. This is what it felt like. Like this is a scene where they're about to die. Why make a joke in the middle of you trying to help them?
Like, remember when Lex is like, when they're about to be killed by the raptor, she's like, guys, I'm such a tech nerd. They're like, ha ha. No, I don't remember that.
Right?
No, there's no
Like,
attention. But here, Ian Malcolm's like, was Dodson's birthday again? You're like, shut up and do your thing.
right? And he's like calculating. I was like, oh, there are 10,000 different. I was like, I get it. You're smart. Shut the fuck up.
But Ramsey saves them and they get to drive away. And
But okay, sorry. Can we go back a little bit?
Hmm.
This scene with whatever dawns, this was terrifying.
the Therizinosaurus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
these things were scary. Remember when? Okay, I get it. It was a jump scare, but it was right in Alan Grant's face. These things look terrifying.
Yeah, Therizinosaurus. I thought. Yeah, the Metrodons were terrifying.
The Dimetrodons. These things were scary, and as they were running away from it, it's like chasing it. Because we have those, and they're
Right.
called Komodo dragons.
Right?
So this is somewhat kind of like realistic and kind of terrifying because we could actually encounter these in real life.
Yeah, and they have more teeth apparently. You're like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and now they're like the shots where it's just darkness, and then you see a little bit of light, and then you see like the circles around their eyes, and their eyes are beady.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck, these things are scary.
Honestly, I was mad because I was spoiled because I follow the Jurassic World Evolution account and they're like, new dinosaurs. I'm like, oh, cool. Here's the Therizinosaurus. This is Chickenosaurus. And then the next one is that a Metrodon? What the fuck?
Right? I mean, I don't follow them because I've lost all hope in them. But I thought this movie was gonna go 180 and like, oh shit, they're tapping into the horror aspects. Because we also like, as Ian and the gang like drives off, we go back to Claire and she gets to this like lab that's in the middle of the forest.
Oh, no, before that, Claire is hanging by a tree. And she's
Yes,
she's
sorry, my
understand.
bad. Yeah.
How did it again? Therizinosaurus, and this thing's blind, thankfully, but it's a dick to Bambi's mom for some reason.
Is it blind?
Yeah.
Or did
why is it when it's this close? It's like there's
No,
something
I think
there.
Claire just did the whole "don't move" T-Rex like strat.
Then why weren't people's like cloud?
No, it does like it just like it like remember like lizards have like this film that goes like that.
Okay.
So it was like covered and then it uncovers.
But yeah, I don't know what's up with this movie and making plant eaters. Like, I guess they're going to consider eating meat for a change.
No, they don't. It doesn't eat meat.
No, I'm just saying, like, you would think, like, when it's gonna bite down on Claire's head under the water, like, I guess Colin Trevorrow's changing the rules of nature, I guess.
I guess. Yeah, this is a weird thing, Colin Trevorrow. When plant eaters are like around you,
Yeah.
they kind of like to mind their own business unless you do something.
Yeah. And then Claire escapes, but we cut back to Owen and Kayla, and they're encountered by these fucking names, man. They're encountered by a Pyroraptor. Okay.
This thing was cool.
Yeah. Too bad it's only one of them. I'm like, I kind of wanted a pack. Oh well.
You're right. I wanted to see like, okay, so the plane crashes into a frozen lake. Frozen lake starts to crack, and they try to get out. And this thing comes in,
Yeah.
and you think, oh shit, there we go. We're divided by the crack in the lake.
Yeah.
You can't get to me. I can't get to you. I'm gonna go on my way. And it dives into the water, and you're like, what?
I just don't get when Owen falls in, it does one circle and decides, you know what, I am hungry. And then goes to the kill.
It needs a little flourish. No, but like I don't get it. What was it doing underneath the water? Why was it cracking while he was swimming around?
physics. I don't know.
I guess it was an intense scene, but at the same time, it doesn't make sense.
Like why? I get why the ice around Owen and Kayla is cracking, but I don't get why the ice on top of the raptor is cracking too.
Right?
But they escape and they make it. They work to the forest, and Owen thinks he sees the blood trail. Like, oh shit, Claire is dead. No, it's the deer that apparently just bled to death. And
Yeah.
then
And this was the thing I was talking about in our trailer reviews. This thing's terrifying. If you've seen it, like the one with the long nails.
yeah.
Like, I don't ever want to meet that thing.
But for the first time in this movie, we get to see Rexy, good old Rexy, and unfortunately, we find out that she is not the dominant predator in this valley. It's the Giganotosaurus.
Yeah. And majority of the time, they use the Giganotosaurus as, like, a practical prop. Or,
Yeah.
sorry, it's an animatronic.
Yeah, yeah.
Majority of the time, it's an animatronic, and I loved it. When you would see it at the background, where like it's terrifying. Not gonna lie, this thing was way scarier than the Indominus.
Yeah. There's nothing more terrifying than something, it does exist in real life than something that's just completely made up to be a monster movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, Claire goes to the compound and she's surrounded by Dilophosauruses.
This is the part where I had a little bit of hope, because I really thought they were gonna tap into the horror aspect, because they already hinted, like they started with the whatever Dawn's thingy, the
Metrodon.
Dimetrodons. That was terrifying, and an intense scene. And then we get to this part where this fucking Dilophosaurus just goes, like, it starts to like make sounds, and it's just staring at Claire. This scene was terrifying, and then you start seeing more come out of the shadows. I was like, holy shit! I like this.
I just don't get why they're not surrounding Claire as one. As one approaches closer, the others approach closer as a pack. I don't know. They're like, "Hey, Bob, can you go closer and see what happens?"
Yeah, can you check that out? I've never seen that one before.
But
Yeah, like I like this scene because I was like, oh god, I like it that they're in this compound and things go bump in the night now. It's a horror movie. Like, these things are terrifying. But sadly, they had to action movie it, and Owen had to like choke out the Dilophosaurus as soon as it got close.
yeah, I was like, I don't think it works that way. Like, if I choke out a spitting cobra, can it won't spit anymore?
Right? Or like, I'm pretty sure I don't have the strength to like hold a mini pit bull
Right,
jaw and like not attack my girlfriend.
right.
You know?
And the thing's not using its claws to fight for whatever.
Yeah, it just stays choked, and I'm like,
But
why?
I guess I'll take it.
They're wasting so much scenes that were built up so well.
Yeah.
Like, again, it's terrifying when you see the thing, when you see the animatronic just open its jaw slightly while it's making the sound.
Yeah.
It was terrifying. And then they wasted it.
And we do get the scene that's pretty sweet when the jeep crashes and the old crew and the new crew meet up. Like, this is honestly cool.
Oh, okay. I rolled my eyes on that one, but okay. Yeah! I was like, this is nice, and then like, oh, Owen
for some
Grady,
reason,
and
they're not
yeah.
like, holy shit, you're Alan Grant. They're just like, hi, thanks for helping us.
yeah. And he's like, oh, I read your book.
Uh,
Yeah, and like, the Giganotosaurus comes out of nowhere. Before this scene, though, Dodson burns the locusts that were in the lab. And they made it out for some reason.
They keep flying for a long period of time. Everything's on fire, and the dinosaurs are like, why does this keep happening to us?
Oh, sorry. They're having flashbacks to millions of years ago. No, but like, I don't get it. Why are these things so durable that even fire can't stop them from flying?
Like, I guess genetically enhanced bugs are more durable. I don't know. I really don't know.
And why does Dodson have like a shitty ceiling to keep the bugs in as soon as he burns them? Controver, you're making unnecessary like. I'm sorry, I'm a kind of attacking the director here, but he's making unnecessary like steps into like that cliff thing, right?
Yeah.
From the first movie. He kind of did that multiple times here in this movie. Like it didn't need to be there. How did it get there? But it's there.
Right?
Just to give us an excuse for more tension.
I honestly liked the attack sequence of the Giganotosaurus, but it doesn't make sense because Maisie makes it up, and then the thing bites down and tears the thing apart, and then when it comes back to the ladder, everyone's on top. Like, I guess Alan Grant for a 50-year-old man can
it was so
run.
cutty, right?
Yeah.
It's so cutty. Like it would cut from here to there. Like did you like when the Giganotosaurus came out? Like Laura Dern's looking here.
Yeah.
She's looking there one scene, and then she's back to looking here. And I was like, huh?
Like,
Okay.
for a bunch of senior citizens, they move fast, apparently.
Hey, if you saw Ian Malcolm, he was sprinting as soon as he shot that bug into the Giganotosaurus' mouth.
That was cool, though. When he's
Yeah,
distracting the Giganotosaurus, I'm like, I don't remember if Ian says freeze at this point, or if Alan's
Right?
going to freeze.
I also was gonna be like, Ian, freeze! I mean, I was about to say the same thing.
But they're on top, and the Giganotosaurus pulls a Dino Crisis 2 where it bursts through the glass, and decides, like, you know what, I don't like being stabbed in the nose no more.
I like it that you remember that scene.
Dang, yeah.
But like, yeah, but this is the problem I have with it. Like, the Giganotosaurus is there. He had no hesitations of like biting down on a little girl with a cage around it.
Yeah.
But when they're finally the entree is there, he just like sniffs around.
To be fair,
Until-
he was being stabbed in the nose and being zapped in the eye.
No, not that part. Where they're still outside of the compound
Yeah.
and they're trying to pry the door open. He was just looking at them. I'm like, just take a bite. Like, fuck! I know it's my childhood hero, but like, it's right there. I don't get it.
And then Ramsey reveals to Dodson that, oh, it is me, I am the whistleblower, and Dodson's very sad, and the gang realizes that, oh, we have to turn on the ADS to make our escape, because there's a chapter, and I'm losing my energy as we go on, because this movie's fucking long for some reason. But
2 hours and like 20 minutes.
yeah. And then Claire and Ellie go down to restore or destroy the energy. I forgot what they had to do. I do like the fact that Claire asks Ellie, like, do you still get nightmares? She's like, yes. I'm like, yes. After having Samuel Jackson's arm fall on me and being chased by raptors, I still do not sleep well at night. Do you like them fending off the locusts like they're fucking Jedi?
No. Oh. No. Where Lord Earth's like zap, 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 taking out all the bugs. I'm like, bitch, I can't even do that with a regular bug zapper.
And then the scientists decide, like, you know what? To make this work, we'll just chop the elect grid with an axe. I'm like, sure, Miss Scientist, why not do that? And then Owen,
I guess that works.
Owen, Alan Grant, and Macy try to find Beta, and Beta is about to attack, and I don't know why they're freaked out by this chicken trying to attack them, but then Macy goes, no, you listen to me now. At this point, I'm like I kind of want to be the Undertaker at this point, just to be like, dong.
Just come out of the pipeline.
Yeah.
Boom. No, but like it's so stupid. Like, this is a perfect opportunity to bring back that raptor that they saw from the ice.
Yeah.
Like, they had this whole Freddy Krueger like scene with the pipes and it's close quarters, but it's blue this time.
Something cool seeing Alan Grant just wheel a wrench there. Like, that's something
Yeah.
I didn't know I wanted to see.
Yeah, it's mostly him running or with a fast shotgun.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, that's it.
I do do I like when Ian Malcolm goes, "Is that you made a promise to a dinosaur?" Like he's on a joke. Like the fuck, it's a dinosaur. Why do you make promises to things that you can't communicate?
No, I get it. I get him. Like, he was like, I made a promise to its mom. And we were like, what?
Yeah.
Like, these are the things that chased us in the park, and you made a promise to it?
Right. It's like me making a promise to a lion. Like, yes, I will get your cub back. Please stop roaring at me. And then
Like, yeah. But my eyes, like, left my body as I rolled them when I saw Maisie, like, you listen to me! Doing the hand thing that is somewhat universal to all dinosaurs.
remember in the first Jurassic World movie where he's like, "No, if you track them, they'll never trust me again." I don't know why now Beta's like, "All right, I'll be tracked. I don't mind." And it's not like, "Mom, he hurt me."
Right? And like Dr. Wu comes in and he's like, I have the cure. I got a way to stop the locusts and stop the world from dying. And everybody, I get everybody. Like, why do we trust you?
Like,
You fucked us over for 30 years. Why do we trust you?
can you give us the cure and I'll just leave you?
Right? Like, and Macy's like, no, he's okay. I was like, no, you don't understand, little girl. This man did so much bad. Like, you don't get it. But, and then, like, Malcolm comes in, he's like, no, why would we trust you? Is that a dinosaur in your shoulder? Immediately, conversation over.
Right? Like, Malcolm, why, Sir Trevaro, why did you do this to my childhood heroes?
Yeah, so, like, there goes the tension, and I guess we have the bad guy on our side now.
Speaking of the bad guy, Dodson makes his escape, but the train is stopped, and he's hunted down by the Dilophosaurus. I don't get the trend with this movie and people making conversations with dinosaurs, thinking it'll work. Like Dodson's like, "So, how's your day?" Bong.
Hey, buddy! But,
Play fetch.
yeah, I don't know. Dweebs who don't understand animals, I guess.
Yeah. Fetch your stick, stupid. And they're like, "We met your coworker and he was a dick to us." He bites.
Right. That was kind of cool though, how you went, like, he started getting covered and then the lights start to flicker for some reason.
Yeah.
And then you just start to see more Dilophosaurus surround him. I was like, cool.
Yeah.
But we don't get to see him get disemboweled like it was in the books.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, all we saw was that it was him rocking the car as he's being disemboweled.
I want to see more.
Same here. Yes, I am morbid. We are morbid. But yeah, they make it outside where all the dinosaurs at, and Kayla's trying to land. But they hear Rexy, and then they hear the Giga, and he's like, "How many times do I have to teach you this lesson, old woman?"
And we could tell.
At one point, the Giga curb stomps Rexy. I'm like, I guess she's done for.
Right? Like, there are a lot of times, like, I never knew, like, dinosaur choreography kind of, like, works so well.
Right?
Like, fight choreography for dinosaurs is, like, it's nice. It's nice. I like it.
Though, Giga gets Rexy by the neck, and I'm like, I'm waiting for the snap because I'm waiting for any tension to happen or any surprise to happen. Like, yeah, at this point, I don't mind you killing off Rexy. If it creates tension.
Dude, I was gonna say the same thing. I was like, if they kill off Rexy, that's kind of an adult and, like, unexpected thing for them to do, and I respect it. Like, the entire time I was ready for Rexy to die.
Yeah.
Every time it met up against Giganotosaurus. Nothing genetically enhanced, nothing like that. Straight up what it was in its world. It was bigger, it was stronger, and that's what it is. But sad to say, Rexy plays dead again and waits for backup.
I don't get why the Pterosaur is giving Giga such a hard time. Because it's just slashing at it. Why don't you just rush it, bite its hand off, and then crack its neck?
No, like, just aim for the neck.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I don't know why, like, this thing is an ostrich. Just go for the neck. What's so hard about it?
I've seen comments on Reddit and YouTube saying, like, they would have loved it if, like, it killed the Pterosaurus and as it's gonna kill Rexy, you hear a roar, and it turns around. It's the Spinosaurus.
No, I would have not liked that. I'm sorry. I still haven't forgave the third movie for that one.
Cool. Like, all right, now they're allies. But yeah.
Right, but like it kind of shows that they got all the dinosaurs from all the islands, like Isla Nublar, Isla Sorna. They got those. But okay, fine. Maybe it'll be cool.
Rexy gets up, and it's like, I didn't hear no bell, and like this end is so anticlimactic because the Giga is the apex. It's nothing like, why doesn't it bite Rexy and tail swipe Therizinosaurus? No, it just takes it apparently. Because T-Rex just rushes it, it gets stabbed by the claws, and the Therizinosaurus is like, I didn't even mean to do that.
It feels like Rexy grabs it by the neck, pushes it towards the Therizinosaurus' like claws, and the Therizinosaurus is like, oh fuck! And like, I guess we did it. And then for some reason, again, mutual understanding between a couple of dinosaurs.
Yeah, I mean, I guess with the raptor, I understand because they're like, we're two predators. But you got me, I got you. This is like, you're a plant eater. I'm still kind of hungry though.
Right? Like, I get it's also kind of odd. And then you do see them roar together. Kind of cool. Therizinosaurus, kind of cool dinosaur as well.
I don't get why Alan Grant and the rest are just flying in circles. Like, hold on, I know we're in a rush. I want to see this though.
I want to see how this ends and gets hit by lightning or some shit.
They land, and you find out that, oh, I guess Alan Grant and Ali Sasser are a thing now. As we didn't establish that. And Maisie's with her parents, and they decide to go with Ramsey to go to Washington. Dr. Wu kills the locust. Maisie's with her family. And I guess we're living with dinosaurs forever now. They're all cool with it.
I'm exhausted.
Like, the hikers, like, there's such reverence for the dinosaurs. Like, it's funny because there's one hiker like, if I go any closer, the ankylosaurus will turn my brains into mush.
Yeah, you're kind of like going near a rhinoceros.
Yeah,
and like you see this feature like, we have to learn, and we will learn to coexist. And then you see like you see the fucking what do you call that swimming dinosaur again? The mosasaurus swimming with a pack of whales. I was like, no, these things are getting eaten.
The whales are like, if we stay still, it won't notice us. I was like, fuck! I thought sharks were bad enough, and now we have to worry about this shit.
Yeah. Whale was like, oh fuck! I thought it was another whale.
Like, Mom, since when do whales have a big snout? Oh fuck.
Oh, bye.
And then you see people living with dinosaurs essentially. You're like, it's funny
you see a little girl like feeding a baby like potential velociraptor.
Right?
I was like, no, it doesn't work that way.
Like, why are you living with dinosaurs like how we would live with COVID?
Right? You kind of stay away, you watch from a distance, and you see what nature does its own thing.
Like, Mom, I'm late to school because a fucking Triceratops rammed our bus. I'm fine. I have a broken leg, though.
Right? Like, that's considered fine if you come out, as long as you come out. Like, but if you have a broken leg or a broken arm, you're fine. Yeah. You made it out.
But poor Bobby had the horn through him.
Yeah, that's the whole situation now with like Jurassic Park and its universe.
Yeah.
Alan Grant is going to the White House, I think.
Yeah.
Owen and their gang, I don't know what happened to them.
Like, I like how he's going there to whistleblow and not be like, by the way, we're living with dinosaurs. Can we do something about this?
Right? This entire movie would have gone differently. Would have. I'm trying to construct words, but I can't because this movie's dumb. Oh, I have okay. There are a lot of good scenes. I think. Let's just get the rating. Let's just finish this fucking video.
What would you rate this, man?
I would rate this a 4.
I'd say a 4. You know what? Same. Like, I can't go lower. Why? It's not that. Honestly, it's not that bad.
It's not that bad, because like it's nearing like mid, but it's not reaching there. There were a lot of scenes that were wasted. So much scenes wasted.
Remember that short film years ago that they released before this movie?
Yeah,
I like that more.
I love that more. That's an 8 compared to this.
Yeah.
Like, excuse me. Like a lot of horror elements that they put in, but never committed to. They wanted to stick with the action-packed whatever bullshit that they wanted to fucking stay with, and they did. And it didn't work out for them. The whole scene with Malta, that's just another fucking casino planet scene from Star Wars.
How,
Like I can't want that scene to end.
how does this happen? Two of my favorite childhood fantasies just go off and like. Oh.
Right? This is the sequel trilogy to Jurassic Park.
Honestly, same. Started out with like, not even like, wow, that was great. It started with like, that was good.
It's not bad. I can't wait for the next one. Hopefully they make it a little bit
Oh
better.
my god.
It should be just screaming horror, like, oh god.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, there's so many scenes, and everybody's so cartoonish except for the main cast. Why are these ones taken so seriously? While the original cast, the one you paid money for, and you kind of like went out of your way to bring back, why'd you make them into cartoons?
Like,
I
before seeing this movie, like, it'd be fine. It'd be cool if they bring back Vince Vaughn and the kids. Like, thank God they didn't, because I didn't want them to destroy the characters either.
same. Like, it's a fun movie to watch. If you have a kid, it's a fun movie to just put on the screen and say it might be his childhood and he will love it, not like us.
Yeah.
I'll
Maybe,
give it that.
like the prequels and sequels, there'll be kids enjoying this, and more power to you, to be honest. If this is your prequel sequel trilogy, good job. For if your
Good
kids
job.
watching this, like, we're not saying you should be ashamed of yourself. No, like what you like, man. Don't
Yeah.
let people tell you otherwise.
These are our own opinions, and if we hate the movie, we hate the movie. But if you love the movie, I'm happy.
Yeah, we're just a bit more grumpier, I guess.
Oh, yeah, we're a little bit more jaded, and the fact that this is our me and Enzo's favorite franchise since we were kids. This is how we connected
Yeah.
through Jurassic Park and through dinosaurs. The fact that it's not doing so well, it kind of breaks our hearts.
Yeah, but yeah, 4 from both of us. What do you guys think? Those in the comments, please comment below. Let us know. But yeah, that's been our video on Jurassic World Dominion. Any last thoughts you want to say before ending this?
Nah, I have a whole speech coming up, but that's for that's just for you and me.
But yeah, this week, by the way, is Creature Week, so the next movie we'll do will be a lot better, and
Yes,
going forward, and will be a classic. But
and
yeah,
plural.
yeah. Yeah, if you want to see more of us on YouTube, please like, subscribe, and ding the bell icon to get notified of when we upload next. If you want to see us react to trailers like Jurassic World Dominion or others, please follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/GeeksandDegenerates. We do all sorts of stuff that are not this. We also stream video games and stream about it live from time to time. If you want to hear us on the road, if you want to hear us bitch about this movie on the road, please follow us on our Spotify podcast. And
Yes,
individually, you can find me at Gandalf95 on IG and Twitter. How about you?
you can find me at JomGOM on Instagram. It is my art account.
And yeah, for this video, we're not going the way of the dinosaurs, but this is the end of us for this video at least. But we'll see you on the next creature feature. Bye.
Ciao. I don't know. I was gonna have a different outing. I was gonna.